Hello, it's Allison from Computers.mom. You've probably heard that there's been some controversy about Zoom, and we're getting a lot of questions from clients about whether it's safe to use. There were two primary issues. First, there's something called Zoom bombing, where people get on Zoom calls and screen share nasty stuff like pornographic or violent images, swastikas, that kind of thing. The second concern is about some of Zoom's privacy practices and whether the app is sharing data with Facebook without authorization. So here's the good news. The company has responded quickly to address these issues and make Zoom safer for all of us. You don't have to stop using it. But there are a few little changes you should know about, so here's a quick rundown. First of all, make sure you have updated the Zoom app wherever you use it so you have all the improvements. If you use Zoom on a computer, when you first open it, you may see a prompt to update it like this. Just click on Update and follow the directions. If you don't see anything like that, you will also find an option to check for updates by clicking on the icon in the upper right corner and then clicking Check for Updates. If you are using the app on a phone or tablet, check for updates in the App Store. If you're not familiar with their process, use this link for a quick tutorial on how to update your iPhone or iPad. So what are the changes? As you know, normally a Zoom call is set up by the host who then invites a bunch of participants by email or text message with the information to join the call. If you normally join by clicking a link like this, nothing has changed. But if you normally join by typing a meeting ID, you will now likely have to make sure you have the meeting password. If you're not using a link, signing in with a password will look like this. When you open the Zoom app, if you were signing in through Facebook before, don't. Create an account of your own. It's free. If you're the participant, to join a meeting in the Zoom app, you click Join, type in the meeting ID, and then click Join again. Then you'll be prompted for the password. Type that, tap Continue. And then the next thing that's changed is that you may find yourself in a waiting room, which is kind of the Zoom equivalent of being in limbo. If that happens, you have to wait for the host to admit you to the meeting. We'll show you how to do that from the host end in a moment. Finally, you may have fewer options for screen sharing and turning on your own audio and video, chatting with others on the call, things like that. So if you never start a Zoom call yourself, that's really all you need to know. If you do host meetings, there are a couple of other points to be aware of. First of all, if you start a Zoom call and not everyone has the password, you can find it easily by clicking on this little I button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, I for information. Note that there are actually two passwords. One is for people joining through the app, and the other is for people calling in by phone. As people try to join, if you're using the waiting room, you'll see a notification flash down here. So you can admit them one by one. There's also an option to admit everyone at once in the Manage Participants window. Once everyone is in the meeting, who should be there, you can lock it if you want to keep others out. That's in the Manage Participants window under More right here. And if you're not sure you can trust all the people who are in the call, you can turn off screen sharing for everyone except yourself by clicking the little caret symbol next to screen share and then going into advanced sharing options. So that takes care of being in a call, but you can manage these settings for all of your future calls by logging into Zoom's website at zoom.us. It's easy to get there from the app by clicking the Settings button here and then View More Settings. Let's get the Zoom app out of the way so you can see this long list of settings that you can modify if you want and point out a few key changes. It's safer not to use your personal meeting ID. Everyone who has an account has a personal meeting ID because anyone who knows it could try to join your meetings at any time. Instead, use Generate Automatically and always require a meeting password. These two options have now been turned on by default, so you shouldn't have to change anything. If you're having a large meeting, consider muting everyone on entry and just unmuting them selectively when they need to speak. You can disable screen sharing for participants here. And finally, note that the waiting room has been turned on by default to help keep out unauthorized users. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments and questions below. Click like if you found this helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more Computers.mom videos.